Buffalo Bills. Now, this one kind of threw me off because I was unaware that Stefon Diggs, as successful as he's been throughout his career, he does not have a Pro Bowl, man.
Yeah.
So I said, for me, like the argument I just made in terms of for Hollywood Brown, because of the receivers being so open in that position, obviously he used to be in the NFC. We talked about the dogs in the NFC, and I think that played a large part in why he's never been to the Pro Bowl. But I think now in the AFC, it's set up perfect for him to make his first Pro Bowl. So I definitely think that he'll be the guy from Buffalo to make it.
I don't know, dude. I kind of feel the same way with him about Hollywood Brown. I know John Brown had over 1,000 yards last year, but now you're bringing in Diggs. I think that's going to take away from each other's yard production. I just don't feel like Josh Allen's that quarterback.
Okay.
Obviously I've ripped on him in the past and said I really don't feel like he's going to be that great. But I'm talking in terms of how many yards Diggs is going to get and how that offense is going to operate. He's just not that guy that's going to be throwing you a ton of balls and ad nauseum. Like, you have been in some of these other quarterbacks that have these quarterback receiver connections. Unless you're telling me something's going to change this year, because I see him getting a lot of yards on the ground, his 500-600 yards, maybe 3,500 yards passing. But I don't know. I don't know how that's going to look in terms of Stefon Diggs' Pro Bowl aspirations.
Because this is my thing. When I look at Diggs' productivity, Diggs has been a dog with Adam Thielen across from him, and he's been a dog by himself. And you can do. I personally feel that Adam Thielen is a better player than John Brown. So if his numbers didn't take a hit with Thielen as his opposite receiver, I don't necessarily see them taking a hit with John Brown because they're two different styles. John Brown's more your deep threat, but he also, remember, he didn't just have Kirk Cousins as his quarterback. He did that with Case Keenum as well. I feel that Josh Allen is a far and away better quarterback than Case Keenum. So with that being said, I think his numbers are going to take a boost.
I definitely think he's a better quarterback. I just don't know in terms of his yards. You know what I mean? In terms of that type of connection, that type of production. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'll be, because this is the whole thing with Josh Allen. Can he run an offense like that where he's sitting back in the pocket, gunslinging it like that?
Last year, though,
dude, it's just a different style of quarterback play. He's getting 100 yards against it. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, he did last year.
He's able to get the rushing yards.
He was very productive through the air.
Dude, he doesn't have that complete arm talent of that touch. He obviously has arm talent.
The Madden ratings, they haven't all the way come out yet, but they've been leaking. Only quarterback with 99 throwing power is who?
Oh, no,
Josh Allen.
He
has the arm.
He has a cannon, but does he have the touch? Does he have that?
I mean, you look at it.
As much as I don't like Cousins, and honestly, I'd probably take Josh Allen over Cousins.
Oh, so if you would take Josh Allen over Cousins, what are we talking about here, bro?
I'm talking in terms of a quarterback-receiver relationship and Stefon Diggs making the Pro Bowl. I think probably having Cousins back there, and like you said, even Keenum, like they're not. Allen's a better quarterback, but in terms of what it means for receivers' yards, I got to see it with Josh Allen. I know he did it with John Brown.
You keep saying you got to see it, but I'm like, what didn't you see last year?
It's just John Brown, dude. It was just John Brown.
Exactly. So if Diggs is a far and away better receiver, we see this every year with quarterbacks. They find their guy and they feed their guy.
Well, see, I don't think Josh Allen's like. I don't think he can do that.
Well, when has he had a receiver that he wanted to feed? John Brown isn't the type that you're just going to feed. Diggs is. That's like having AB on your team. You saying, hey, I don't know if we're going to throw the ball to AB a lot this game.
Let's be real, dude. John Brown's stats are very similar to Stefon Diggs. I mean,
no, not career-wise.
No, they are.
Bro,
Stefon Diggs has only 2,000-yard seasons.
Yeah, but how many catches was he having per season compared to John Brown?
He only has one over 100. The other ones are in the 60s and then another one in the 80s.
That was with him having Thielen next to him.
All right.
Thielen was a 1,000-yard receiver as well, still getting that type of attention. John Brown isn't that type of guy. John Brown is a guy who's going to take the top off the defense. That's what he does. So for me, I know Diggs is going to be the guy getting the ball. He's going to be feeding them. But even if you want to make the argument against Diggs, I still could go with Ed Oliver as well. I think he's another guy.
I was going to say, I could see Singletary having a big year, actually.
Oh, okay.
I could, we do have a lot of good running backs in the AFC, but I could see Singletary just having one of those years like Kareem Hunt coming out of nowhere. He has like 1,600 yards. Because, dude, the talent's there. And that's what I mean. And that's what I'm talking about with the Bills offense. I don't know how much it's going to be this passing juggernaut where you have Josh Allen.
You have a lot of talent.
You have Josh Allen he's probably gonna be getting like 500-600 yards rushing. Okay. And dude, Devin Singletary, I just think there's gonna be something there as opposed to the passing game. That's why I'm knocking Diggs making a Pro Bowl. He could have a good season, like I said, he could have 800-900 yards.
Okay.
But in terms of him making a Pro Bowl, I see Devin Singletary over. I could see Devin Singletary having a big breakout
this is
year.
my question: if Devin Singletary were to make the list as a Pro Bowler, is he getting it in over Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, or Ingram?
He might, dude. I mean, Ingram could have a down year, but they could be splitting carries or something.
And we're all anticipating Le'Veon having a bounce back year as well this year. Now with Sam Darnold, the revamped offensive line, you think he'll have a better year than Le'Veon as well?
Dude,
these are your AFC running backs. Austin Eckler is another guy. I
could see him having a breakout year. It's not about what the other running backs do. To be honest,
see, I think it is about what the other running backs do because number one, we know what the Pro Bowl name means a lot. We talked about how Von Miller and Khalil Mack made the Pro Bowl when their stats were trash compared to what Bugs were.
He's going to be the guy up there, though. I mean, Gore's but they also they
drafted Moss up there. Moss is going to be. They said that's their change of pace back. That's why they drafted him.
Dude,
they want the 1-2 punch.
He's averaging 5 yards a carry last year. You've talked about it. He's got extreme talent.
He definitely does. Yeah,
I could see him doing it and having a breakout year. It's as simple as that. I just don't see Diggs getting over 900 yards up there. I really don't.
I just think that Diggs is going to be able to do it regardless. If he has 900 yards, but he has 10 touchdowns, he's going to be in the Pro Bowl. That's the truth. We know that.
Touchdowns, yes. Yeah. But touchdowns are fluky. I've talked about that before.
Only because of the beneficial argument. You know that.
No, it's on a year-to-year basis. Yeah. Like, if you're getting the receptions and the yards, that proves to me you're a good receiver. Yeah. But, like, Julio Jones has years where he has, like, 3 or 4 touchdowns. But then Julio
also has 1,300 yards receiving. It's totally different. Let's put it in context here.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, Diggs has never done that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this, though.
If he does get the touchdowns, that's like, all right, it could happen. Yeah. I mean,
like I said, I think it'll be Diggs. I think Ed Oliver is another one. I think Ed Oliver's case is better than Devin Singletary's personally.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not going to completely argue with that. I could see him having a breakout year.
You know what it sounds like right now?
I see more upside with that as opposed to the Diggs thing. I just see 800-900 yards. With Singletary, I could see 1,400-1,500 yards.
You know what it sounds like though?
What?
It sounds like you're a Bills fan right now.
No.
It sounds like you saying the Bills are loaded. Okay.
Nah, they're losing to the Patriots. I'm telling you that right now.
You just praised the Bills offense. You said it. Listen, you talked about Diggs, who's a proven receiver in this league, a proven number one, as if he's just some 800-900 receiver. I mean, we talk about what Deontay.
He is though, dude.
So is Deontay Johnson better than Diggs right now?
No, he's not.
But we both said that we're anticipating Deontay Johnson being around that 1,000-yard receiving room, right?
Yeah.
He's in a more crowded room than Diggs. Juju, Claypool, Ebron, Washington, Vance, what?
Ben and Josh Allen are different quarterbacks. Dude.
I'm just simply saying.
Different quarterbacks.
Hey, man, I'm throwing it out there, bro.
And how much they could potentially be passing and getting it to the receivers on a consistent basis. Like, dude, Josh Allen, I'm not seeing it, dude. Just with how their offense is running. I just don't see it.
It ran just fine last year.
Exactly. It ran fine.
Yeah, as in Josh had over 3,000 passing, 20 touchdowns, 9 picks, single digit picks.
Exactly. Is that going to equate to all these yards for Diggs now? And we talked about it's going to be a little more crowded with Diggs there, John Brown, Cole Beasley.
If he did that with John Brown as your 1 and Cole Beasley as your 2, what are we talking about here?
I don't see the upside. I really don't see the upside.
So you don't see Diggs being
yards.
there being an increase in yards. You don't see them passing more because Diggs is in the offense now. I don't understand that logic personally, man.
I don't think Allen can do it. That's what I'm saying.
But he's shown that he can do it. That's all
not on that level. No,
he did that with way less talent.
All right, but he still hasn't proven that he could be that elite quarterback like that, bro. That can get the ball. He just hasn't, dude.
You are funny.
I'm being straight up with you. I think there's way too much hype there.
All right.
I really do, man. Where is he proven that?
Where hasn't he proven?
He's proven he can be a great quarterback, and like I said, his running ability is part of his game, which does make him a pretty decent quarterback. But in terms of passing like that, I don't see it. I really don't, man.
We're gonna find out this year.
We are, dude.
We'll find out.
We are, man. For some reason, I'm really on this. So I'm just trying to tell it how it is. I don't see it with him, dude. I don't. Didn't see it in our game. He played good in our game. But still, that's fine. 140 yards.
Versus an elite defense too.
That's cool. 140 yards.
Versus an elite defense
against the Texans in the wild card. Versus an elite defense.
He balled out in the Texans game too. What are we talking about here?
No.
Yeah, he did.
Blew it.
He lost overtime on a fluke call.
They were up 16-0, dude.
Yeah, on the road though. First playoff game. Remember, this is versus the almighty Deshaun Watson.
My point.
So he was supposed to lose that game, was he not?
I predicted. I kept telling people they were going to lose.
Lost in overtime. So that means that should be a tip in the cap for him, right? Since he took the overtime.
Not at all. When we're talking about him being a great quarterback, that's a knock.
But we can all agree Deshaun Watson's a better quarterback, right?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't even went to overtime.
They were up 16-0.
They should have never even scored a point.
No, they were up 16-0.
It was the J.J. Watt return, all these other things
Texans
going
defense
on.
is garbage.
What? They had two Pro Bowls last year, too.
No, that wasn't a good defense. It was middle of the road defense.
You're funny, bro.
He just, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not going to completely, he's a good quarterback. I just don't think he's an elite quarterback or he's going to be great. That's all.
It's cool, bro.
That's
I ain't
all,
tripping.
dude.
You know I'm not tripping.
I'm just telling it how it is, dude. So that's why Diggs isn't making a Pro Bowl.
Okay, fair enough.
And I think Singletary could. You brought up that Zach Moss point. I didn't really think of that. But I'll be honest with you. I do really think he can have a breakout year.
Okay.
Because there's one thing to say. We did it here in Pittsburgh. I'm going to bring in this guy, LeGarrette Blount, split carries. If you trust your guy, you trust your guy.
Okay.
Singletary's good, dude. He's got a lot of talent. They should have been using him more last year, although he was hurt a little bit. So the backfield should just be his.
Okay.
And we talk about rookies with the COVID stuff. We always bring it up. Zach Moss hasn't been in the system.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I mean, according to you, you just turn around and hand it off. It's fine.
No. Nah, not first year. There's blocking involved. There's trust involved.
No. We need to block. Just get involved.
And Singletary averaged 5.1 yards per carry over 700 yards in limited time.
Okay.
He's got a chance to be really good.
I agree with that.
You know how
it sounds like you believe in that Bills offense. I'm just throwing it out there. It sounds like you believe in the offense, bro.
I'm making a hard point.
Sounding like you believe in the offense.
I'm just trying to make a point as to why I think Singletary's got a better chance than
Sounds
Diggs.
like they win in the AFC East. If we're making that case that a proven guy in Diggs won't be the feature on offense, it's going to be the second year player. Man, that's a great problem to have. It's a great problem to have. Sound like they stacked.
Nope.
You said it yourself. It's cool. We'll move on. You said it yourself. I'm with it, bro.
We're talking about best chance.
No. You said it. You said it yourself, man. You said it yourself, bro. So we're good. I like it. I'm good with that.